Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're playing our week 6 match in the Littleroot multi-battle league. We're playing against Shellder. I barely know her. So this week we went for a Colossal and Dragonite lead, which I thought was pretty safe. Our biggest threat was the Groudon, but we kind of took that in consideration we changed our Colossal to a physical Colossal in case they led with Leauge and had Eerie Impulse, so we had no chance of being dropped or anything before we got an attack off. In the calculation, if Groudon sets Sun up for us, we can max Flare and it will do a straight Oko max HP Groudon. So here we're thinking probably Dynamax, go for the max Flare into the Groudon slot, because they're only going to try and set Trick Room up, but Trick Room isn't a huge problem for us because we do have a couple of slow ones on the back anyway we can play in Trick Room. So we went for the max Flare. We ignore the Oranguru because the Oranguru isn't doing anything, but we did prepare for a Protect as well. If he protects, we do about 35% ish through Protect, which isn't great damage onto the Groudon, but having Ice Beam on our Dragonite would have been really good, because we would have been able to, the following turn, Ice Beam, take him down to just under half, and then probably Ice Beam again to KO the Groudon. So that was the plan if that would the Protect went through, but I'm not sure why they didn't Protect here. So we kind of played it on the off chance if they didn't Protect, we kind of pick up the free KO, and they didn't Protect, so we were kind of lucky on that side of the field there, just to be calling that one right. Perhaps they didn't feel like they needed to, because of being 4 times weak to ground Colossal is, so they probably thought they could just pick up a quick KO and then Dynamax Groudon to kind of sweep. But they set the Trick Room up anyway. We set the Aqua Jet off onto the Colossal here to get our speed up. So we're the fastest, but we're also the slowest now because of Trick Room being up. So the thinking was there's no point in taking damage if we don't have to. So we kind of thought here the Turtonator was going to Dynamax Max Quake, because I'm pretty sure that would take the Colossal out. I don't think we'd live a Max Quake. So the idea here was we'll Max Guard. There's no point of risking just losing Colossal this early. And we can Draco Meteor the Turtonator. So I was pretty confident in it would take it out. They do set up Light Screen, which was another made it a bit more uncertain whether this Draco Meteor was going to pick up the KO. But we do pick up the KO here onto the Turtonator, which is really, really good, because that was another threat we did not want to have to deal with Colossal being big. We also really needed to set up the Volcalyph at some point, so with only having 1 turn left, there wasn't no point in risking the chance of possibly losing Colossal here. And if they did Dynamax there, it wouldn't have been too much of an issue. We probably wouldn't have killed the Turtonator, but we probably would have lost our Colossal. But next turn, we could have brought in something like the Porygon or something like that, just to cause a bit more disruption for their Dynamax turn. So here we just go straight for a Max Rockfall to try and pick something up. And I think we went for the Miltank. And here I think we switch. Yeah, we switch out the Dragonite because the Dragonite's -2 and we don't want to take a hit on our Dragonite just yet. And also we're going to bring Porygon in. We're going to bring Porygon in because Porygon is obviously going to work better in Trick Room than Dragonite as well. So we do switch out Dragonite. So unfortunately here we didn't get the +1 special attack boost, because I have actually invested quite a bit into the Porygon slot, into the special attack, just in case we did get that +1, and it would help with the Groudon later on. So yeah, we went for the Volcalyph, and through, if we didn't have Reflect up, I think that would have been a straight KO. So the Reflect was very good on their end to set that up, just to reduce any damage coming in from this Colossal. So our Dynamax ends here. So we've had a pretty good turn of Dynamax, and this is one of the things I've always said in the past about things that I don't normally do, and that is just kill one side. Just get rid of one side and make it and force the 2v1. So here we do that. We just go for a force in the 2v1. I did think about switching out maybe in case there was like an earthquake coming from the Miltank, but I think best thing to do is just to try and get some damage off, because we knew that our Porygon will be going first, and an Ice Beam will probably do enough damage to take out this Miltank from that range. So we go for the Porygon Ice Beam and the Colossal Rock Slide, just in case there's a Protect, or if the Ice Beam doesn't pick up, the Rock Slide will most likely pick up the Miltank. We just want to get rid of that Miltank on that side, just to force the 2v1. And luckily Porygon picks up the KO, gets a lucky crit. I'm not sure if that would have mattered too much, but we'll find out. And I think this is a misclick here, because I don't think they wanted Porygon to Ice Beam again. There you go, that's not doing much damage. And then we miss our Rock Slide, so it's not too much of a worry there that we missed there, because we got the Volcalyph damage off anyway, and their Oranguru is not got any attacking moves here, so we are free to do whatever really. But I think we go for the Flare Blitz into the Oranguru, and I was kind of half tempted to switch out into well, my partner was half tempted to switch out into Dragonite or something here, just for when Trick Room decides to end, we've got something faster on the field maybe. But instead I think we just go for a Foul Play, just for some super effective damage, and then a Flare Blitz, and that we were thinking that would probably be enough to take out the Oranguru. And I think the way we worked out as well, Oranguru could Dynamax this turn. So if we killed it this turn, next turn, if he brings in whatever one he decides to bring in, it can't Dynamax that turn. So we thought, well, if we just get rid of it, instead of trying to swap around and get ourselves into a decent position next turn, we just thought, well, maybe we'll just try and make it so he can't Dynamax his next turn. We lost a bit of damage there, and also we lose the Sunlight here. And Trick Room is gone now. So we could have, like I said, we could have just switched out Porygon and just gone into fast mode. But we didn't feel it was necessary, as Porygon's been doing okay here in this slot. So they bring in the Moltres now. And this is where it gets a bit more tricky, because they can Dynamax, but they couldn't Dynamax this turn. So we knew they were going to protect, but on the off chance they didn't protect, they tried to kill something, or just just try to get an attack off, or maybe one of the weakness policy prop to hit back maybe. So we just went for Rock Slide, and I think we went for an Ice Beam as well. But I think they protect here to obviously get it so that they can Dynamax next turn, which is a sensible thing to do. But I just thought if we put the pressure on there to say, look, we're pressing the attack button, that's fine too. So it's just a nothing turn, but it's good because they get the protect off and they can Dynamax now. And that was the last turn of Volcalif, and the light screen goes. So we did manage to get some sort of damage off onto that Moltres. So here I'm in two minds whether to switch out. Or I'm thinking, no, I think if we Flare Blitz the... I'm thinking, no, I thought we do. We go for the Protect here, because we know what's going to happen. I think we did contemplate maybe just go all out attack, because we're faster. I thought if we go for the Protect, we stall a turn of the Dynamax. We don't take as much damage. And I knew that Moltres, without the weakness policy being procced, or without any kind of, or even with Life Orb, he's not KOing the Colossal here. So it just means we just get a free bit chip damage with our Porygon. So that doesn't do too much to us, which is okay. And our Porygon will hit them and pop the weakness policy. We did probably think the weakness policy was on this Moltres, but we just want to get some chip off, and that's some good damage, really, considering Porygon's output. If we had that +1, it would have done a lot more, which would have been nice. But we didn't proc the Berserk yet either, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so here this is where we go for the Flare Blitz. I contemplate Rock Slide, but just on the off chance we miss the Rock Slide, it's not worth taking the risk on the 10% chance that we could miss for a super effective hit. So Flare Blitz does a good amount of damage, and it's always going to hit. So we just go straight for the Flare Blitz. It wasn't until after the game we thought if we probably switched out the Porygon here into Ninetales, we probably would have taken out this Moltres with the Flare Blitz. But I don't think it matters too much, because they kill Colossal, and I think the recoil damage would have probably killed Colossal as well on taking out the Moltres if we had the Sun Up. And also it's probably safer, because now if it didn't kill, on the off chance the Ice Beam did. So the Porygon actually takes another KO here, which is really surprising. It really took us off guard that the Porygon was being our main killer here. So here we just bring in Venusaur, because we knew on the side it was either Leafeon or Cherim, so we knew that there was a grass type, so we just thought, well, we'll bring in Venusaur. They can't really do much to Venusaur, and we have Sludge Bomb, so we're going to be super effective on that as well. So here we were thinking about maybe just swapping into Ninetales to get a fast Sludge Bomb off, but I kind of halted on that straight away because of Cherim going into its other form, which will raise its attack and special defense. So we just went, no, don't do that. We'll just hit him. He's not going to be doing enough to kill us. So then we just get the Ice Beam off after this Giga Drain, and Porygon picks up 3 KOs. So it was very surprising. And we have actually dropped Porygon now from our team. We've dropped him for Galarian Rapidash for Fairy coverage. Plus Rapidash also has the Trick Room option. But that'll be it for this video. GG's all round. Very good game. We needed that win. Come in handy so much. Until next time, peace out.